Count on competitive pay. Count on medical benefits and vacation pay. Count on on-site job training. Count on opportunities to grow into even higher paying jobs. Amick Farms is now hiring for all shifts in the food production industry. You can count on Amick Farms for a career. Visit amickfarms.com to apply today.
Berry Insurance Group offers auto, home, farm, commercial. Call Will Berry today, 803-307-0030. Visit us on our website, berryingroup.com, and talk to Will Berry about your insurance needs.
CM Tree Service. Cody Berry and Martin Berry are ready to give you a free estimate. We're insured for tree removal and pruning. Call us today, 864-377-7898 or 864-980-0153. And like us on Facebook, CM Tree Service.
Save money, save time. Shop Crouch's First. Whether it's lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, we supply you from feed to field. Yeti, Traeger, Blackstone, Costa, Salty Britches, Milwaukee, Makita, and much more. Come by and visit us today. 508 North Main Salute or call 864-445-0063.
Shop local at Economy Furniture. Huge savings on Benchcraft, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and so many more. Visit our website now to see all our specials at economyfurniture.com. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Glad to be back here with you on another Tiger Talk Tuesday, coming live from Migs, and we have someone very special with us today, and Ms. Marjorie Neese. Ms. Marjorie, thank you for joining us on Salute Now.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
And tell us a little about first, who is Marjorie Neese?
Okay. Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well today. I am from Chapin, South Carolina. I graduated from Chapin in 1994, so go Chapin Eagles. I've lived in Columbia most of my life, but I lived in Charleston for about 5 years. And I come from a family of lawyers. Don't hold that against me. But my dad loved to write, and so did my uncle, and my brother as well. So I come from a family of writers. My grandfather was a professional artist, so I have art and writing in my family. I personally am an IT girl as well, so I have an IT background, and I went to Carolina and graduated in the late 90s with a IT and a business degree. So my books basically incorporate a lot of the graphics artistry and the writing that I've learned over the years. So right now I live at Lake Murray and sit there every day on my back porch with my doggie and enjoy the nature and the wildlife.
That's great. And a beautiful place over there in Chapin. In fact, we used to play Chapin in football.
Yep, I
very
remember.
Regularly. Even when I went to high school, that's not been that ancient yet. I don't think some of the kids think it is, but anyway.
Yeah, I used to play tennis. I think we played Saluda.
Okay, how about that?
Yeah, back in the 90s.
Coach Will probably knows you. He's still coaching tennis.
Oh, wow.
He was coaching back in the day. Well, listen, you have had some great publications, and we even see some here at a book signing, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But tell us a little about your books.
I have actually written 4 books. My first book was a little bit of an experiment just to prove to myself that I could do it. And that one was about Yellowstone National Park and Grand Teton National Park, because I love both of them. And then my second book I wrote is called I Love Lake Murray, which is true. I love Lake Murray. It's where I was born and raised and where I live right now. And the Lake Murray book has over 800 photos that I have taken. I'm a photographer too. And the sunrises, my grandfather bought property on the lake in the 1960s when not a lot of people were out there. And it's a blessing because he bought this property where the sun rises directly across the cove in my backyard. So my first chapter in my Lake Murray book is called Backyard Blessings because it is a blessing, and I have a lot of beautiful sunrises that I've included in the book. I talk briefly about my family history because I don't think everybody wants to hear about my family history. And I talk about everything there is to see and do across the lake, where there is to eat, and I talk about the history of Lake Murray. The lake is almost 100 years old. So I think some people don't know that, but I think it's fascinating. And I also, my last chapter, I finalize it with what I think is the hidden gem of Lake Murray, and I say that is the Saluda River side of the lake.
Oh, yeah.
And I also include a chapter. I have a family of owls that live in my cove, and I watch them every day. And these owls are fascinating. They sit on my dock, and there's a family of them. And I took a bunch of photographs of them and included that chapter as well, just showing what their behaviors are. And I also have a book about Charleston. I lived in Charleston for 5 years, and that book has a bunch of photos in it that I've taken, and I tell everybody where to go and see and all about the history of all of the major areas of Charleston. And hot off the press, I just published a book about Botany Bay, which is in Edisto. And I am headed down to Edisto this weekend to try and sell this book. I'm very, very excited about it. It tells everybody all about Botany Bay at Edisto.